This video is talking about evil during an SHTF event or a WROL situation. When my kids were young and asked me if monsters were real, I always told them yes, but they didn't look scary like the ones you see on TV. I'm sure my background in law enforcement and hostage rescue influenced my view of the world, and I wouldn't change that view for anything. I just watched the news this morning about 3 girls who were found in Ohio that had been kidnapped and held as prisoners for about a decade by 3 brothers who are now in their 50s. This is a stark reminder that the world does have monsters living in it. These girls were kidnapped as teenagers and held captive in a residential neighborhood without anyone knowing. The monsters that held these women are described by their neighbors as being just quiet, regular guys, never causing any problems. People, you must be aware that even in calm, peaceful times, there are predators living amongst us who know no depths to their depravity. In a world where the rule of law has been stripped away, these predators will operate without restriction. In my book, I talk about how there's no shortage of people that have a feeling of bitterness towards authority and the civilized world. The stark awareness of this disgruntled population became apparent early in 2013, when I saw a Facebook fan page making a hero out of a multiple murder suspect. I couldn't believe it. Over 16,000 people liked the page and were praising this suspected cop killer for fighting injustice and racism. My guess is that there are hundreds of thousands of people who are disgruntled with their station in life. People who are hiding in plain sight, waiting and hoping for some kind of an apocalyptic disaster to occur in the country, only then to rise up with their kill list and exact their vengeance upon those they believe to have wronged them. I decided to use my knowledge and experience and skills for good instead of evil. I wrote my book to alert the good people out there to what kind of dangers they will immediately encounter if an event happens that strips away the current rule of law. I did this to help them better prepare for the savages that will be freely roaming the streets and countryside. I wanted to put out information that gets right to the heart of how the bad guys are going to operate in an environment without the rule of law to stop them. And to be brutally honest, I almost didn't put this information out to the public. I felt the people who most needed to be aware of the dangers that will be knocking at their door during a time of great calamity would never read this book. For the unaware, ignorance is bliss. So what would be the point of writing it? Why waste my time and energy? Then a beam of light cracked my cold, dark, pessimistic exterior and illuminated my moral compass. I thought if just one person reads this material and can keep their family from harm, then I feel morally obligated to try. During a societal collapse without the rule of law, even the most rudimentary knowledge of warfare will be invaluable to keeping you and your family safe. The true soldier fights not because he hates what's in front of him, but because he loves what is behind him. I'm fully aware that I can't reach everyone. We are a nation of procrastinators, after all. I joke that my biggest sales day for my book will be the day of a complete societal collapse. I've always liked the quote by Leon Trotsky. He says, "You may not be interested in war, but war is interested in you." Feel free to check out my other videos on this channel. My book, The SHTF-Art-of-War, is available for purchase on Amazon. I put the link for it in the description box below. I've also included the link to my website, SHTF-Art-of-War.com, where you can find free bonus content and further insight into my book. Please take care and teach your children well.